It's June 12th, 2017, and it's time to review 5 of the most outrageous, infuriating, or just plain baffling things that have happened lately. It's your Facepalm 5. Let's count them down. Number 1, Trump's hope defense. Yeah, so former FBI Director James Comey testified before the Senate Intelligence Committee last week. You probably heard about it. Turns out Donald Trump and a bunch of the people who work for him are big old liars. I know. Trump's cheering section in the right-wing media and among congressional Republicans is leaping to his defense nevertheless. During Comey's appearance before the committee, Senator James Risch emphasized that Trump's exact words, according to Comey, were that he hoped Comey would drop the investigation of Michael Flynn. He didn't order Comey to drop it, just hoped. And there's nothing illegal about hoping, is there? Just the President of the United States innocently musing about how much he hoped the director of the FBI would drop an investigation into a member of his administration. I don't think this is what Obama meant when he used to talk about the audacity of hope, but there's definitely some audacity on display here nevertheless. Number 2, Congress votes to kill financial regulations. Anyway, while we were all paying attention to the Comey hearings, the House of Representatives voted to weaken the government's ability to regulate financial institutions. The Financial Choice Act passed along party lines with all but one Republican voting for it. If enacted, the bill would give the president the power to fire the heads of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and the Federal Housing Finance Agency at will, make it easier for Congress to cut funding to the CFPB, and limit the use of a crucial consumer database that enables abusive companies to be more easily identified. Probably nothing to worry about. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Number 3, Justice Department mishandles internal sexual harassment cases. A report released week before last by the Justice Department's Office of Inspector General found that over the last 5 years, the Justice Department's Civil Division has done a pretty terrible job of responding to sexual harassment complaints. For instance, a male attorney accused of spying on 2 women who were pumping breast milk was let off the hook after telling his supervisor he had just made an honest mistake. How does that work? Sir, I'm so sorry. I genuinely had no idea that secretly watching women pump breast milk was out of bounds. Oh, not your fault, son. Could have happened to anyone. The report also found that rather than being punished, offenders were often transferred to other offices, a practice which was called passing the trash. There were also examples found of harassers who had received little or no punishment who subsequently received performance awards. Jesus, who runs human resources at the Justice Department? Pope Benedict? Number 4, middle school teacher hands out racist awards to students. Hey, speaking of honest goof-ups, all you young teachers out there, take care to avoid the common rookie mistake of being super racist to your students. A teacher at Anthony Aguirre Junior High School in Channelview, Texas, passed out end-of-the-year awards to her students, including a Most Likely to Become a Terrorist certificate handed to a Latina student, and a Most Likely to Blend In with White People given to a Black student. Another student received Most Likely to Become Homeless in Guatemala. These were 7th graders, by the way. The teacher was fired, so there's that, but don't worry about her. I'm sure she will land on her feet. There are plenty of places in the United States where known racists can still find gainful employment. HBO, the executive branch. Speaking of which, it's now time for the segment devoted to some of the other things Donald Trump has done recently to disgrace the presidency and embarrass and/or endanger the United States and the world. It's number 5, the further misadventures of Lord Dampnut. Please keep in mind, as always, the following is not a complete list. He taunted the mayor of London on Twitter after a terrorist attack on London Bridge. He accused the government of Iran of sponsoring terrorism in the aftermath of a terrorist attack in that country, while continuing to ignore the terrorist sponsoring by Saudi Arabia, to which he just sold weapons. He went off on a Twitter rant promoting his original Muslim banning executive order, calling the revised version watered down and politically correct. This as the Supreme Court prepares to review the revised order, which, like its predecessor, was struck down by federal judges. Forbes reported that from 2007 to 2015, hundreds of thousands of dollars were paid to Trump's businesses from cancer fundraisers held by Eric Trump at Donald Trump's insistence. Oh, and who could forget he announced he was withdrawing the United States from the Paris Climate Accord because as long as you can con some unemployed coal miners into voting for you, who gives a shit about, the planet? All hail Lord Dampnut. That's 5. Speak out, act out, resist, and look after each other. Hey folks, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And also please consider helping me to make more videos like this one by supporting this channel through Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/Steve Shives to support this channel for as little as $1 a month. But if you pledge at $5 a month or higher, you can take advantage of some really, really cool extra perks, including a shout out at the end of the Facepalm 5, just like Leto Anor, my newest $5 or more per month patron. Thank you, Leto, for your support. Thanks to all of you for your support, whether you are a patron or whether you just like and share the video. I appreciate all of it. I need all of it. And thank you all for watching.